Are we actually witnessing YNW MELLY pull a full-blown Houdini on camera from prison? Because if this footage is even 1% real, and oh, it's spreading faster than a Kardashian breakup, then Florida just fumbled its most infamous inmate in the dumbest, loudest, most unbelievable escape of the decade. How do you lose a rapper with 2 murder charges and a diamond grill that flashes like a nightclub? But here's where it goes from messy to mayhem. The video didn't leak from some bootleg blog. Nope, it detonated online like a digital nuke, with every fan, troll, and church auntie forwarding it like it's scripture. 1 minute Melly's locked in solitary. Next thing you know, he's gliding through a security door like it's GTA with invincibility mode turned on. Somebody explain. So what really went down behind those prison gates? Did the guards take a nap? Was this an inside job? A PR stunt on steroids? Or did Melly just pull off the slickest escape while the nation live streamed the whole thing? Grab your popcorn. Grab your burner phone. Because what's coming next will have you questioning law enforcement, celebrity privilege, and just how stupid the internet can be in full-blown 4K. We're not sugarcoating a damn thing. This ain't Shawshank Redemption. This is YNW MELLY. Viral Escape Edition, and if the clip flooding the timeline is even half real, then we just witnessed one of the sloppiest yet somehow most outrageous jailbreaks of the century. And the star? None other than Nimel Demons? YNW MELLY, the man allegedly behind the mic and the murders? The guy who supposedly killed his best friends, turned it into a platinum banger, smiled through his mugshots like it was prom night, and now? Apparently moonwalked right out of prison like he was shooting the extended cut of his next music video. So let's hit rewind, because how the hell did we get here? Who greenlit this disaster? And more importantly, who had the audacity to film it? The footage, oh yeah, that little viral bomb hit the internet late last night and exploded faster than a Bad Girls Club reunion. In it, we see what looks suspiciously like Melly, rocking that standard issue orange jumpsuit and wearing an unsettlingly confident smirk, just casually strolling through what's supposed to be a high security corridor. No cuffs, no guards. Just Melly, a mystery duffel bag, and a camera angle so cinematic it's giving directed by Hype Williams. Let's not forget, this man is on trial for double homicide, not jaywalking, not a missed court date, double homicide. He's been holed up in Broward County Jail, locked in a legal deathmatch while prosecutors drag his name across every headline. Meanwhile, his fan base is still split down the middle half, calling him a misunderstood lyrical genius, the other half calling him a remorseless demon with a mic, and just when the retrial rumors start buzzing, boom. This video hits the timeline like a digital earthquake. And here's where the real mess kicks in. At first, prison officials tried the oldest trick in the book: deny, deny, deny. Claimed the video was heavily doctored, classic PR panic mode. Because when your highest profile inmate might have just ghosted your facility in high-def. What else can you even say? We don't even know what to say. But here's what they said 2 hours later after trying to play it cute. The Broward County Sheriff's Office suddenly drops a statement saying, "We are investigating a possible breach in protocol and reviewing all security footage from the past 48 hours." Translation? We have no idea how this man vanished, but he might actually be gone. Hold up. Let's get one thing clear. This ain't your cousin's dusty local holding cell with a broken buzzer and a sleepy night shift. This is supposed to be one of Florida's most secure detention facilities. Metal detectors at every choke point. Steel corridors locked tighter than the Pentagon. 24/7 surveillance. Guards trained to detect a breath, let alone a body slipping past, and yet somehow YNW MELLY just moonwalks out like he's checking out of a Marriott. You cannot make this up, but wait. The rabbit hole gets deeper and grimier, according to some very spicy, very unverified, but way too detailed to ignore anonymous sources. AK somebody's cousin who works night security and allegedly got paid $50 in a Newport to spill the tea. This whole thing might have been an inside job. Yep, the whispers are whispering that. Melly's camp may have lined a few pockets. And by pockets, we mean guards' wallets. One officer was allegedly seen leaving the facility 20 minutes before the video hit the timeline, and guess what? No one's seen him since. Coincidence? Or the sloppiest cover-up of the year? And let's not act brand new. This ain't Melly's first time playing hopscotch with prison rules. Remember last year when he allegedly had a phone smuggled in through a food tray? Or the time he popped up on Instagram live straight from his cell-like prison was a damn recording studio? Yeah, this man's rap sheet has plot twists, but a full-blown escape? That's a whole new level of anarchy. Social media didn't just react, it detonated. Twitter, X basically melted into a digital crime scene. Hashtags like hashtag Free Me Melly, hashtag Melly on the Run, and the now iconic hashtag GTA Florida were trending within the hour like it was a celebrity Super Bowl scandal, and fans completely split. Half are cheering on their GOAT like he just pulled the ultimate power move. The other half calling it the dumbest escape attempt in hip-hop history, second only to Tekashi 69 thinking he could hide in plain sight. Meanwhile, while the internet's throwing memes like digital confetti, law enforcement is allegedly spiraling behind the scenes. Unmarked cars, helicopters, federal task forces crawling through Florida like it's a Call of Duty campaign. Of course, no one from the department is confirming anything publicly because why own up when you're losing a rapper in HD? And now, plot twist. A TikTok user, TikTok claimed they spotted someone matching Melly's exact description, diving into a black SUV off I-95 just minutes after the video went live. Take that as you will. But buckle up, because here's where things get very suspicious. At the 14-second mark in the footage, if you zoom in real tight, there it is. A keycard. Not dangling, not dropped, clipped to Melly's waistband. Like it was handed to him. Like this man clocked in for his shift and clocked out of jail. Let that marinate. This man didn't just slip out. He left with credentials. He had a pass. A literal badge of betrayal. So now the options are real simple. Either Florida's prison security is being run by a bunch of blind squirrels, or someone got bought in the boldest, dumbest bribery scheme since the Fire Festival. And according to yet another anonymous source again, add 3 spoonfuls of clickbait salt. Internal security cameras were allegedly glitching all afternoon. Convenient, right? It's like someone hit Control-Alt-Delete on the surveillance system right before the main act, but a full-blown escape? Yeah, that's a whole new level of chaos. Social media didn't just react, it exploded. Twitter, X basically turned into a crime scene with Wi-Fi. Hashtags. Like hashtag Free Me Melly, hashtag Melly on the Run, and the now iconic hashtag GTA Florida were trending within minutes like it was the Met Gala for felons and the fans, a total war zone. Half the internet's hailing their GOAT like he just pulled off the greatest chess move in rap history. The other half screaming that this is the dumbest escape since Tekashi tried blending in with rainbow hair and a GPS tracker. Meanwhile, while memes are flying like grenades, law enforcement is allegedly spiraling behind the scenes. Think unmarked cars, helicopters, and full-blown federal task forces sweeping through Florida like it's war zone, inmate edition. But nobody in uniform wants to go on record because who wants to admit they lost a high-profile rapper in 4K? Then cue the plot twist. A random TikTok user, because of course it's TikTok, claims they spotted someone who looked exactly like Melly jumping into a black SUV on I-95 just minutes after the video dropped. Coincidence? Fanfiction? Or the only eyewitness account the police don't want to talk about? Now pause, because here's where things stop being funny. If you zoom in at exactly 14 seconds in the footage, there it is. Plain as day, a keycard, not swinging, not dropped. Clipped to Melly's waistband like he was on shift. Like someone handed it to him before telling him, don't forget to clock out. Let that sink in. This wasn't a break. It was a walkout. And not just any walkout, a credentialed one. This man left with access, with authorization, with a receipt. So now we've got 2 options. Option A, Florida's most secure prison is run by cartoon characters. Option B, someone got paid off in the sloppiest, Bolsiest bribery operation since the Fire Festival set up tents in the Bahamas. And to season the conspiracy stew, even more, according to yet another anonymous tipster, again, grain of salt, gallon of drama, the internal surveillance cameras were glitching all afternoon. Yep, it's like someone hit CTRL plus Alt plus Delete on the whole security system 5 minutes before the jailbreak broadcast went live. This ain't no grainy, flickering surveillance footage. This is full-blown 4K crystal clear. Audio, multi-angle, borderline cinematic. It's giving documentary budget. It's giving directed by Ava DuVernay. It's like someone hired a whole film crew to capture Melly's personal Shawshank Redemption moment in IMAX. And of course, the internet gobbled it up like it was the finale of a Netflix prison docu-series. You can't even blame them. One frame shows Melly jogging across the prison yard like he's starring in a Nike campaign. Jumpsuit spotless, braids laid. Not a single scratch. Meanwhile, in the background, a correctional officer is straight up filming it on his phone like, this finna go viral. So naturally the questions start rolling in. How is this even real? How is Melly still in custody after allegedly pulling a Houdini? And why is everyone pretending like this didn't just happen in 4K Ultra HD? That's when the conspiracy factory cranks into overdrive. According to one anonymous Reddit thread, the one with inside sources that somehow always post from burner accounts, the footage wasn't leaked by accident. Nope, it was allegedly part of an internal power play. One user claims a correctional officer leaked the footage on purpose to blow the lid off the corruption happening inside the prison. Allegedly, that officer got paid off, then double-crossed, then straight up vanished. No job, no socials. No, LinkedIn, gone, like ghosted harder than your ex during tax season, and while chaos brews behind the walls on the outside. Bloggers, influencers, and prison reform activists are holding makeshift press conferences. And yes, we say press conference lightly because one lady gave an entire speech outside a Waffle House. No mic, no podium, just a ring light and 12K views. But hey, the camera was rolling. And here's the kicker. I've spoken to inmates who were in the same unit as Melly, this so-called prison reform advocate, gave the entire statement wearing an iPhone headset and Crocs. You can't make this up. They claimed YNW MELLY is living like royalty Netflix in the cell. Catered meals on demand, phone privileges like it's a VIP lounge at Lax. This ain't no jailbreak. This was a field trip, a supervised lunch break. Or maybe just a glorified smoke break with a camera crew. Nobody knows anymore because the deeper you dig, the more ridiculous it gets. Let's hit rewind. Because here's where the timeline goes completely off the rails. Once the footage started circulating, amateur internet detectives started comparing TMESTAMPS ... and nothing added up. In one angle, the footage is stamped 11:45 p.m. But the lighting? Full daylight, shadows, birds chirping, like it's brunch time. Then, in another clip, Melly's seen sprinting past a wall clock reading 2:13 p.m. ... But the shadows are facing east. So unless Melly also cracked time travel between court dates, someone's out here editing this footage like it's a Marvel multiverse crossover. And then, because this saga wasn't unhinged enough, came the TikTok twist. Enter an 18-year-old TikToker named TruthGod7 who dropped a 3-part viral breakdown titled YNW MELLY's escape was a distraction. Yes, that's the actual title. According to TruthGod7, the entire prison escape video, fake, straight up generated deepfake chaos. And not for laughs for cover-up. He claims the Florida Department of Corrections staged the whole thing to distract the public from something darker apparently. There's an internal investigation involving millions in embezzled prison funds. And how do we know this? Because the guy who said it was wearing sunglasses indoors and whispering, they're watching like he was broadcasting from a bunker, so ... Clearly a very credible source. But then the chaos gets real spicy. Screenshots start flying around alleged internal emails from the warden's office claiming no official escape occurred, and that the footage is being analyzed for authenticity. Boom, internet meltdown, round 3. Some say it's all a music rollout for Melly's new album. Others swear it's a distraction from some elite legal conspiracy cover-up. And then the most cracked out theory yet, Melly is allegedly being used as a government test subject in a psychological warfare experiment. Think, MK Ultra meets Orange is the new black. And while the world's busy arguing whether this escape was real, fake, CGI, leaked, staged, or secretly funded by Elon Musk, one person stays completely suspiciously quiet. YNW MELLY. No tweets, no IG lives, no cryptic captions, no grinning mugshot. Just pure, haunting radio silence.
What if I told you the most explosive reality TV scandal of the year isn't playing out on screen? It's unfolding behind the forward drip of a woman who built her brand on chaos and contour. Jackie Christie, yes, that Jackie, the self-proclaimed First Lady of Basketball Wives, is allegedly fighting for her life behind a guarded hospital door. And the only thing more unstable than her pulse is the story Doug Christie's team is trying to spin. Sources say it started as a miracle, detox, a cute little cleanse before the reunion taping. But now, Dr. Jen Mon, celebrity therapist turned accidental whistleblower, is allegedly telling friends that Jackie's mental and physical health have spiraled into full-blown collapse, and someone is covering it up. Why did Doug allegedly block a wellness intervention? Why is Jackie's team scheduling photo shoots while her 4 beeps in critical? And why did Dr. Jen storm out of Cedars-Sinai whispering, "I'm not doing this again"? This isn't just reality TV mess. This is a wellness war zone dressed in glam. And if what we've uncovered is even half true, Jackie Christie might not make it to the reunion. And honey, the receipts are radioactive. Let's start at the top. The filtered, over-contoured diamond-encrusted top of a woman who once told a castmate she'd pop off before prayer. Jackie Christie didn't just build her reputation on drama, she trademarked it. She was the chaos, the confession, and the comeback. But somewhere between her 10th on camera breakdown and her miracle wellness rebrand, the real Jackie disappeared. And what we're hearing now, it's not just a PR crisis. It's a health emergency wrapped in rhinestones, sources close to the production, and when I say close, I mean one broke assistant, 2 disgruntled Glam Squad members, and one ex with a Wi-Fi connection and a petty streak claim Jackie's shocking transformation wasn't divine intervention or clean eating. It was desperation. A silent race against her own body. A brutal cycle of crash cleanses, unsupervised for drips, and private phone calls to Dr. Jen Mann that allegedly turned into therapy sessions so dark, even Jen started recording them. For legal protection, let's rewind 2-3 months ago. Jackie Christie reappeared on Instagram after a 6-week social media fast with a brand new face, a snatched waist, and a caption that read, "God, glow, and growth." Cute, right? Except, insiders say that caption was drafted by a PR intern while Jackie was on bed rest. Hooked to fluids, battling fainting spells, and refusing to eat anything but half a grapefruit and 2 tablespoons of bone broth. Oh, it gets worse. Apparently, this entire health kick was triggered by a leaked production note from the network, a note that allegedly described Jackie as a liability for reunion footage unless she slims down and stabilizes her image. And that, my friends, is when the spiral began. Cue the private wellness retreat in Arizona. You know, the one Jackie promoted on her story with the fake waterfall and a fake smile. Yeah, that one, according to a source posing as a yoga instructor, but who turned out to be a fired Bravo stylist turned meditation grifter. Jackie collapsed during a hot stone detox session, and instead of calling 911, her team allegedly slapped on a patch, handed her a cucumber infused for drip, and told the other guests she was in silent reflection. Silent. Baby, she was unconscious. But guess who flew in the next morning? That's right, Dr. Jen Mann. Here's where it gets messy. Dr. Jen is no stranger to celebrity damage control. She's seen reality stars cry, lie, rehab, relapse, and repeat. But even she wasn't ready for what Jackie's team dumped on her lap. Allegedly, when Dr. Jen arrived, Jackie was not only dehydrated and hallucinating, but her blood pressure was so unstable that she had to be wheeled out of the retreat under a hotel blanket. While Doug Christie screamed at the front desk staff to delete the security footage. Classy now, let's talk about Doug. The man who once read poetry courtside and kissed Jackie's feet on national television has allegedly become a one-man PR hit squad, micromanaging Jackie's brand, silencing leaks, and reportedly signing off on shady detox deals while his wife was too weak to hold a spoon. According to a leaked voicemail, Doug told a business partner, "As long as she looks good by the reunion, that's the only thing that matters. This is TV. No one wants to see reality." And here's where things really unravel. Because, that same week, a confidential document surfaced, courtesy of an anonymous source, who only identified themselves as Healing Hands 89. The document, a wellness contract allegedly signed by Jackie, agreeing to undergo an experimental hormone and fasting regimen, without medical supervision in exchange for $250,000 and exclusive branding, rights to a new Instagram tea line, Glow with Jackie. Let me say that again for the saints in the back. Jackie allegedly sold her image to a knockoff wellness brand while her body was literally shutting down. And the only doctor who begged her to stop, Dr. Jen Mun, who, at this point, was allegedly being threatened with legal action if she went public. But here's the kicker. While all this chaos brewed behind closed glam room doors, Jackie was scheduled to film a surprise reunion segment. And the day of the shoot, according to our studio mole, Jackie showed up 40 minutes late, visibly shaking, with Doug holding her arm and whispering to producers, "Keep the cameras waist up only." They did, and the final edit. She looked glowing, serene, divine even, but what the cameras didn't show was that moments after wrapping her segment, Jackie collapsed backstage again, prompting Dr. Jen to send a scathing email to production titled, "This is medical neglect, I'm done." Now, you'd think this would be the moment they pulled the plug, got Jackie proper treatment, canceled her brand deals, and let the woman heal. Right. Wrong. According to two insiders who spoke on condition of anonymity, mostly because they signed NDAs so long they needed legal Zoom tutorials, Doug and the network allegedly doubled down. They requested Dr. Jen retract her statements, offered her a consulting fee to monitor Jackie remotely, and pushed ahead with plans to launch the Glow with Jackie Detox Challenge on TikTok. And as for Jackie, she was admitted quietly to a private care facility in Malibu 2 nights later, under a fake name. Because optics. Because image. Because if she looked weak, the entire brand would crumble. But here's the part they couldn't hide. That same week, Dr. Jen Mun, looking visibly exhausted and surrounded by 2 legal reps, was spotted leaving the facility. When asked by paparazzi if Jackie was okay, she didn't say a word. But she paused and whispered, "She needs more than prayer." Boom. And that's where we leave off for now. Jackie Christie, silent, sedated, and possibly broken beyond repair. Doug Christie, managing brand deals from a guest house with blackout curtains and 5 locked phones, and Dr. Jen Mun, the only one screaming into the void while everyone else cashes checks. But if you think that's where the story ends, baby, buckle back in. Because in part 2, we're diving headfirst into the scandal behind the Glow with Jackie T empire, the suspicious offshore bank accounts, and the leaked texts that suggest this entire breakdown may have been planned. Yes, planned. Yes, planned.
It shows what looks unmistakably like YNW MELLY, fresh braids, flawless fit, sliding into the backseat of a black SUV like he's leaving the Bet Awards in the SUV, parked casually outside the so-called maximum security prison, license plate, blurred but only halfway. Like someone wanted to play just enough dot and now the only questions that matter. Where did this footage come from? Who shot it? Who produced it? And who the hell let this entire saga become the most cinematic, slow-mo, true crime rap opera the internet has ever witnessed? The video quality? Way too clean for a prison. Too clean. One viral post even zoomed in on the birds flying in the background and claimed, "They ain't even flapping their wings right. This is AI." Yep, the internet decided we weren't watching an escape, we were watching a deepfake experiment. A digital social test. This is psychological ops. One ex-user posted the video. 4 OK views in 6 hours. Meanwhile, others were spiraling in the complete opposite direction. They said Melly's been gone for months, and the only reason this footage is dropping now is because a whistleblower finally snapped. Some claimed he was spotted in Costa Rica, walking through a beachside resort wearing a hoodie and Yeezys like it was Casual Friday. Others swear he's been releasing music under a different name, dropping cryptic bars about cages with no keys and freedom in silence. So, what did the authorities say in the face of this viral avalanche? Silence. Deafening silence. No press conference. No public statement. Just one sad corporate two-liner from the Florida Department of Corrections. We are aware of the circulating footage involving inmate Yamel demons. Investigations are ongoing. No additional comments will be made at this time. That's it? That's it? No lockdown? No sirens? No prison-wide manhunt or sweaty press briefings? That's when people started calling everything into question. Why were guards seen laughing in the background of one clip? Why did one of the escape cameras look like it was mounted by a professional film crew? Why didn't a single inmate scream or raise the alarm? The theory: he was let go. Leaked text messages from an unnamed insider. Identity still totally unverified. Allegedly show convo saying, "We needed him out. He knew too much. Too many secrets. Too much dirt. He was gonna talk." That's when the digging began. Internet sleuths, legal bloggers, Reddit lawyers, everyone went straight for Melly's sealed court records. And what they found: suspicious redactions. Full pages blacked out from 2023 court docs. Why? What are they hiding? And why did Melly's original retrial date keep getting pushed back? And back ... and back again? That's when the theory dropped. Melly allegedly cut a deal. A secret government agreement. He gave them something, maybe testimony on corrupt officers, maybe info on gang informants, or even inside dirt on the music industry's darkest corners. In exchange, he doesn't walk out legally, he escapes. They couldn't free him through the system, so they staged the ultimate illusion. But here's the problem: if this was supposed to be covert, they botched it, because as of right now, that escape video? 72 million views across every platform. Reaction videos, slow motion edits, fan-made documentaries. The algorithm is soaked in this like it's a digital tsunami. And it only got worse. On July 11th, an anonymous source sent a USB drive to a local Miami news station. What was on it? Clips, multiple clips. Some showed what looked like rehearsals. In one, a man who looks exactly like Melly casually walking that now infamous corridor again and again, like he's blocking a scene for Netflix. In another, the black SUV backing up into place, pausing, resetting, reversing again like someone's behind. The camera yelling, "Cut, one more take." The files were labeled, take 3_final.mp4, y_breakout_behind the scenes.mp4, and yes, there was music. Like an actual underscore, the station handed the USB to authorities, and the result? Crickets. No official statements. No arrests, no denials. It's like the entire justice system just disconnected. Pretending none of this ever happened. And, meanwhile, the internet is eating it alive. There are full Spotify playlists titled "Songs Melly Would Escape To." Merch stores selling "Free Melly Again" hoodies and a Netflix parody account. Yeah, they tweeted, "Escape from the industry, streaming soon." Just kidding, or are we? So what now? Well, according to totally unconfirmed but very viral reports, U.S. Marshals have allegedly been dispatched to multiple states. Border Patrol is reportedly on high alert in Florida, Georgia, and Louisiana. And private jets owned by certain rappers have suddenly changed flight plans in the past 48 hours? Coincidence? Maybe, but at this point, who even knows anymore? Because here's the brutal truth: the internet doesn't care about facts. It cares about narrative, and right now, Melly's story is becoming myth. Some call him a genius escape artist. Others say he's a puppet. Some believe he's dead. Others swear he's working with the feds. And some, they're just praying. He drops a surprise album from whatever luxury hideout he's allegedly posted up in, but real, fake, AI, or Illuminate to run. One thing is certain: the world is watching, because in a time where reality feels faker than fiction, and fiction feels more real than ever, YNW Melly may have just pulled off the greatest performance of his career, and left us all wondering if the prison bars were ever even real to begin with. And there you have it, the video that shattered timelines and possibly cracked open a prison wall, allegedly. But now it's your turn. Was this a real escape? A next-level deepfake hoax? Or a cover-up so massive not even Netflix could write it without getting sued? Drop your wildest theories in the comments. We're watching. and trust nothing gets past this audience, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because if this is just chapter 1 ... do you already know Act 2 is gonna melt your screen. And always remember, in a world drowning in lies, we're the channel. Flipping on the floodlights. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay masked.